Ahead of Veterans Day, the University of Maine held its annual flag-raising ceremony on the Orono campus to celebrate their military-affiliated student community. The ceremony was just the beginning of activities lined up for Veterans Week. On Wednesday, a service dog will visit from the Ember Paws of Hope. Thursday, there will be a connection dinner, and Friday, Guitars for Vets will visit to help veterans heal through music. Along with the celebrations, the Veterans Education and Transition Services Department is celebrating a huge milestone with 638 degree-seeking veterans, a new record. Students and staff say it's the community that makes UMaine unique.
I was happy to discover that there are a lot of people that get me, right? Like, there's an immediate commonality. I know what their experience is like. And so I was pleasantly surprised because it wasn't something that I thought I wanted, but that community is good. It's vibrant here.
Between having a wonderful community that supports veterans, having more programs that are offered that veterans are interested in, and having a wonderful student-veteran community, all those have led to all these increases.
Lorena posed a challenge for community members on this Veterans Day. He suggests people let veterans know they're appreciative of them being in their community and open a conversation about their service while making sure veterans know you're there for them. If you'd like to check out the full list of activities honoring veterans throughout the week at UMaine, you can head to our website.